Yo, what's going on, everybody? Just had to check if my mic was on. I thought my mic was off. What's going on, everybody? This is Psyche, and today we are doing Top Survivor Rank. It's been a while since I just did a regular Survivor Rank stream. I just want to sit down, you know. Last few streams we've been doing all sorts of garbage. I'm sorry. Last few streams we've been doing all sorts of garbage, so I think this stream, I deserve a little bit of a break, especially after that last one. No more chip. No more chip. I did survive. Contrary to popular opinion, I did survive the trip. It actually wasn't that bad. Like 3 hours after the stream, I had a stomach ache, and it lasted about an hour. And then after that, when I woke up at 9 o'clock the next day, like it went away after an hour, right? So I was able to sleep soundly. And at 9 o'clock, I woke up. I'm feeling all right. 2 minutes later, I'm getting a gigantic stomach ache. It was probably just as bad. Like, every once in a while I had to curl up in a fetal position, you know? That sounds really bad, but I assure you guys, from what I've read online, it's not so bad. So overall, the hot chip challenge, look, don't get me wrong, I love spicy stuff, and I'm glad I tried the challenge. But would I recommend it in the future, like to someone else curious about trying the challenge? No. If you want to eat something really spicy, do something that won't give you a gigantic stomach pain for like possibly 7 hours. Because when I was reading people on Reddit who took the chip, most of them were saying they had a stomach ache for like 6-7 hours straight, right? And they couldn't even go to sleep until like 3 a.m. because that's how bad it was. Like they took it at 6 o'clock and had a stomach ache at 3 a.m. And, you know, I just wouldn't recommend, you know. I bet you, like, there are people who are saying they've eaten the California Reaper, the actual pepper itself. The pepper that was in that chip, they've eaten the real pepper. And they didn't even have it as close to as bad as the chip. So, I would never recommend that chip to anyone. I think I got off lucky, because I had a 1 hour stomach ache right before I went to sleep, and then it went away, though. And then the next morning, I was on the toilet for an hour and 30 minutes. Which in the grand scheme of things is not that bad. Sometimes I spend my whole rank sessions on the toilet, so it's nothing I wasn't used to. Oh my god. I'm sorry to the 50% of girls who watch it had to hear that. There's a lot of girls who watch these streams, and when they listen to that, they're like thinking, oh my god, this guy's disgusting. You see, if this is all guys, they would be like, ah, oh, man, this is the G right here. Look at this. This guy's my big G. He sits on the toilet for 2 hours. Yeah. Let's go. This is my guy. not on 985. I feel fine though. Self-harm is illegal. Skashenka, it was consensual. It was consensual. Oh no, I shouldn't say that. That's really bad. I ate the chip. It was not consensual. Okay, I didn't expect that stomach pain. I take it back. I was consenting the mouth burn. I was not consenting the stomach pain. 50% of girls stop finding you attractive after the poop talk. Hey. All you girls out here not finding guys attractive anymore because they decide to be honest, they decide to open themselves up. I want you to think about what you're doing. You're declining a guy who is upfront with you, who's honest, who's down to earth. He's not afraid to let his mind speak. No matter how bad it is, he's not afraid to be honest about it. Think about that the next day. No. Maybe if you get to know him a little bit better, you know, then it's better. But well, let's just. Hey, from now on, I'm just gonna say I'm pregnant instead of saying I need to go. Hey, I'm pregnant with poop. That's close enough, right? Gotta get the bad stuff out. Oh my god, so he's gonna get canceled for that. Hey guys, it's kind of like pregnancy. Pooping in pregnancy, gotta get the bad stuff out. Yeah, we're getting canceled out of that one. Psyche, is your toilet okay after last stream? Guys, I don't know what the heck you're talking about. Like, did you expect there to be a gigantic diarrhea storm? The poop was solid. The poop was solid. It was about as normal as, like, regular poop. The only difference is it was slightly spicy. Like, dude, I've had hotter poop from eating hot sauce, right? That chip didn't do a whole lot to my poop, alright? It didn't change that much, to be completely honest. It didn't feel any hotter like it usually is. Did someone just spawn in front of me? What is that? Yes, someone just spawned in front of me! Oh, Hunter spawned, I believe over there? I'm not quite sure. I don't quite remember. I think they spawned shore. I've never seen someone spawn in front of me like that. Now, yes, someone does. There is a chance someone spawns in front of you like that. Usually you can't see them though, because usually you can't see, man. You can't see them! You usually can't see them. I'm so mature. You know what? To whoever said 50% of girls stop finding you attractive after something that you said, that's a great example right there. Not the poop. That was a great example. Anyway. What was I talking about? Yeah, usually you don't end up seeing something. Psyche, don't forget my usual questions. How was your day and what did you eat? I did pretty well. I had a pleasant surprise last night when I found out there's no lab today. So that was great. I checked my email. There was no lab. Oh shoot, she's good. She died. She died! You died! Yeah, so anyway, yesterday night, I did find out we had no chemistry lab, so that's great for me. I got to go home a little bit early. But it actually kind of sucks because a week before... Oh man, she's smart. She covered up the cipher in water on purpose. I'm anyway not going to be able to do this cipher, so... it doesn't matter that much, to be fair, but... Still gotta give credit. The Nide was like thinking ahead of time there. She purposely walked around that cipher, so I can't decode it for as long, even though I'm anyway not going to be able to decode it, but... anyway. Yeah, so I didn't have to go to chemistry, but I had to set up... I had to go to this eye doctor appointment. Today. Originally, it was supposed to be for an eye examination last week. That eye examination turned into finding an infection in the eye, so we had to deal with that first. Don't worry, it's all fine. We got it all sorted out now. Everything's fine. I still have to take the antibiotic tomorrow. It's like putting a liquid in your eye, okay? I know it sounds really scary, but consider that I've been putting contacts in my eyes for 10 years now. That doesn't sound so bad when you put it in that kind of perspective. Yeah, so I anyway had to get out from home, go to that appointment at 4:30, and then by the time I got, I was like 5:30, stuck in the usual after-school traffic after a work day, you know? You know how there's always that traffic after, like, I was hoping I would get home, you know, 1 o'clock, it's 1 o'clock when I'm finishing my last class now because there's no lab. So I do that, right? There's no one on the road, perfect, and I anyway have to go back. Like, the Costco that I went to at the eye examination, it's pretty close to where I regularly park to get to school anyway, so... So it's like if you're wondering, well, maybe in the eye doctor area you don't have to go through as much traffic. Nope, it's almost the exact same place. In fact, I took the exact same route home as if I'm coming back from school. But anyway, so that's how my day went. It was pretty normal. It's very rare that I get out of the house to do stuff besides school. I feel so bad when I say that. I feel so bad when I say it, but guys. Here's the truth, alright? Here's the truth that you know what is probably completely wrong and is not true at all. But when it comes to me, I'm always afraid that I'm bothering people. Are we really supposed to send energy? We're anyway not gonna be able to finish this. I'm gonna keep sending energy anyway. Since anyway this cipher is gonna get done first. And we rather try to have the last cipher get more ahead rather than try to finish the fourth cipher faster. Okay, that's not good though. But yeah. Wait, this is all in water? Wait, it's all water? Always has been. I didn't even know. I think we're dead. Yeah, we're kind of dead now, unfortunately. Yeah, we are. Holy crap, we are so dead. Well, we're just gonna go die in a corner. We'll get the cipher done. No, they're doing... I thought the other cipher would get done first. I want this cipher to get done first, not the one across the map. We want the one... Actually, it's a great thing that I died in this corner, actually. It turns out this was an amazing move, going in this corner, because now she's not able to deal with me and the cipher at the same time, so... She's probably gonna go pick me up, though, so never mind. She's just a normal day. Yeah, that's why I was saying. That's why you always want to get the other cipher done first. So that prisoner sending energy was a huge mistake. He did not have the correct game sense in that situation. After I started getting chased, he should have realized, okay, now we need to finish the cipher as soon as possible. So then he should have stopped sending energy. In fact, forward probably should have sent energy to the prisoner instead. But obviously, if the prisoner's sending energy to the forward, well then at that point they're just both wasting decode transmitting. So at that point, it just cancels out and they both lose decode. So he can't do that if he's already sending energy. The prisoner, I should say. Yeah, but if that prisoner just actually had proper game sense, we probably would have had this cipher finished and we wouldn't be in this situation. Really unfortunate. This is probably going to be after half because this guy came way too late. And well, the good news is he didn't rescue me right as she got hit by it. Good news is he didn't rescue me right as I'm about to get hit by the water. So I can't actually transition anywhere. I'm stuck here. Unless she picks up, which honestly I'm going to say picking up was a mistake there. Because she should know that we have to do a fresh cipher now. If she's keeping track of what cipher started shaking when, she should know that she would be able to catch me because I have nowhere to go. This water, I'm going to die to this water. You know, she should know that with time, I would die. We're still going to have to... This is so bad. Maybe she'll hit the chair. That works. I don't really have an option here. Yeah. She kind of forced me. Oh! No, we're not dead yet. Thank you. That was really good, though. That, on the other hand, was really good by the prisoner. That was really good. I can't rescue. We just gotta pop this. I can't rescue this. I'm not even bothering. We don't have a chance. If I rescue, someone's anyway gonna immediately die. And then very likely someone is... Like, now she has to leave the chair. There's a chance forward can rescue now. Shoot. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Dungeon is here. I was kind of hoping he would do the gate and then she'll chase me and I'll get a dungeon. Which we actually probably would have gotten. I actually do think we would have been able to kite it out. But you know, I don't blame him because who knows? Maybe this knight would want to leave. Yeah, he's done for. I do think that knight is more likely to camp than to leave the chair. You know, she might come after me, but she's probably gonna do that as a scare tactic. Seki, your camera, oh god, he can't hear us. My camera froze. What's up with the camera lately? Thank you. Alright, we got the camera. How long has it been like that? My camera just died at the beginning of the match? Holy crap. Alright. Alright. Yeah. Oh, right. My worldwide truth, that's probably completely false. I don't like to... I don't know. For the 50% of girls who... I don't know. How many girls? Maybe half of you are lying about it. One that you don't identify as, right? Let's make that clear, okay? But, what I'm trying to say is, maybe you guys can tell me, am I bothering someone if I just go up and start talking to them for no reason? Because I always think I'm doing that. I always think I'm just bothering someone if I do that. I don't know, man. I don't know. Okay, this capture card just is so garbage. This is garbage. This capture card, $120. $120, and this is the crap I'm getting. It's ever since I switched. Honestly, ever since I switched from using the old iPad to the new iPad, and because it's a new iPad, it uses a different charging port, and because it's using a different charging port, I have to use a different like adapter for it. Ever since I started using this different adapter, we've gotten 2 different adapters that are like for the same port, and they've both given me this garbage. So I'm convinced that if I just go back to stream with the old iPad and just get an adapter for the old port and go back to stream with my old iPad, because this one at this point I use for streaming now, but my dad kind of got upset because he got me this iPad because my old iPad used to be broken, but then it fixed itself, crazy enough. So I went back to using the old one. He got really annoyed that I stopped using the new one. Since then, what did he get it for? The new one. So, when the adapter broke, not the iPad this time, when the old adapter broke, I told him, instead of getting a new adapter for the old iPad, get a new adapter for the new iPad, you know, because I wanted him to see me using the new iPad. And this is just garbage. Not only does the new port suck, alright, it sucks, I'm sorry. The same port that like Samsung and Android uses, it sucks. It's hard to pull out. It doesn't just come in and out super easy. It kind of reminds me of like the old 2005 iPads that had that thick port that was like really annoying to pull out. Like ever since they've switched from that one to the one we had now, it's a lot easier to pull out. Pull out. It's like, hey, this is a kid's stream. It's a bomb. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, I pull out. Guys, I'm obviously talking about the song. Okay, I pull up. It's like, you know, the capybara. Anyway, he might go through church here. We'll see. I'm a little bit worried he might, because if he does come through church, you know, obviously we're getting chased. And if he does, well, Acrobat will be the perfect target. No need to do this. But yeah, I was expecting Cowboy to be chased, since it looks like Cowboy went to shed, or at least did back gate. I don't know exactly where he was, but typically, hunters, when they get top broken spawn, I didn't even need to play Seer to know it's a 66% chance of that spawn, but as Seer now I know for sure, so now I know exactly where to rotate without any risk whatsoever. Because if I didn't know for sure, I would just go to shed, because I don't want to rotate all the way to graveyard, because there's also the chance that hunters spawn. Okay, that's not cool though. There's also the chance that yeah, I'm playing really bad today. Not only did I not have my finger on the iPad, but okay. Well, now I think it's a little bit too late, unfortunately. That does not reach. I don't have to use my owl for that. Yeah, I don't know, guys. Maybe Kabi can like pull us here. I think we're still alive here. Yes. Maybe he'll miss. Yeah, there's nothing I could do. Like he'll miss that bomb, but unless he uses it right away, Cowboy can't do anything. I need the Cowboy to help me before I die, because otherwise Cowboy is useless. I really hate Cowboy, people who use Cowboy and then on top of that they don't know how to use Cowboy. They wait until the person dies. That does not work with Cowboy. That has not worked with Cowboy for the last 2 to 3 years. I don't know why people still think that's okay to do. That it doesn't work. Cowboy is a character where now you need a support before someone dies. And it just doesn't work. You have to do it before they die. That never works. I don't know why he went. He could have rescued you again. Okay, well luckily it hit the chair, so it's fine. I don't have a good option here though. We'll get a boost and like, what do we do here? I need a mud ball or something. And even then, he still has bombs. He'll use that bomb there. I kind of need another support here. The problem with all that support is that it doesn't do a whole lot. We really just needed enough. Not to take that basic. Well, I mean, I guess we could maybe someone rescue this. Maybe someone could rescue this. Maybe Cowboy could do a lasso. Most likely they're just gonna... Well, maybe Prisoner can finish that Cypher across the map. Probably not. That Cypher didn't have that much. This Cowboy's not even gonna make it to this chair because he didn't start moving. This guy doesn't even know how to rescue. You have to start going to rescue before I get chaired if you're that far away. He's just gonna die. Okay, thankfully he backed off, so... Prisoner actually... That was great game sense for the Prisoner, can I just say. That was really good from his end. Okay, that's really annoying though. There's not much I could have done about that. It would be also really nice if my capture card didn't keep freezing so I could have sound. Because every time the sound disappears, it's just so hard to play because then I can't hear him throwing bombs. We just need distance right now. The key to surviving right now is distance. We just need a lot of space so he can't bomb us. Although it looks like we're gonna go down here! Great lasso from the Cowboy! That's what I'm talking about, man! He doesn't have... Why would you do a fastball though? If you're gonna try to block the window, do a slow ball. I'm just dead here. Oh, why is he not doing How are we still alive? Okay, you're free to go, cowboy. I'll see you later. You did your job. You did your job. He knows we have an owl, but it's whatever. It's fine. He has confined space. Cowboy, that was really good. He should have blocked that window. He should not have fast vaulted that. I don't know why he's vaulting so early and why is he fast vaulting. He should wait until the hunter gets closer, then do a slow vault. Because it doesn't matter if he goes down. It matters if I survive. That's the important thing right there, but... That's what I'm talking about. Cowboy can't be good if you position yourself right. But if you wait until someone is dead in balloons, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Honestly, it's a miracle that we were able to pull off that kite. You guys saw how bad that early game was. And we were still able to pull off a half-decent kite. It was just a lot of game knowledge, really, about how you counter Bonbon. Using tall walls where he can't throw bombs across them. You guys notice, when I got rescued from that chair, I didn't just continue using those pallets at like top and bottom broken. Because the problem with those walls is, you guys saw, he sniped me with one of those bombs over a wall after I got rescued the second time, is that he can do that. Right? And that's a very risky thing to do against Bonbon, to stay in that area, because you have to dodge bombs like that and it's almost impossible. Because it covers so much and you only have so little space. So, really the best move there was, I'm surprised he went all the way around the rock. I feel like that was a little bit of a mistake from the hunter. He should have kept me cornered at the rock, kept going left and right so he can let me move to shed and keep getting boosts. That was the hunter's mistake. Not cornering me in with that rock. Because that was a good Bonbon. Sorry, that is a good Bonbon. He just made a good a bad mistake, I should say. If that was perfectly played, like obviously I didn't play perfect, but he didn't play perfect either, and that's why we were able to get away. I would say I played nearly perfect after that huge mistake at the beginning, but that beginning really screwed us up. It's anyway really hard to last against Bonbon Teleport because he usually has like 5 or 6 bombs when he's teleporting on you, so we anyway usually take all those hits. So if anything, maybe it's a good thing we had that him in recovery, because then that allowed us to reach the church window, which allowed us to get the boost, which allowed us to reach the shed window, and it allowed us to stall so much longer because we took that basic. It's kind of weird. Obviously, it's not a good thing because he still has all those bombs they can kill us with, but in that exact situation, we got lucky. We worked out. We were in the perfect area to deal with all those bombs still. So taking the hit there was actually not a bad thing, as long as we don't die from like a double bomb hit. It's very weird how that works, but in that situation it was fine. Like, it was a tieable kite. Acrobat supported, but it's really hard to hold on against Bonbon, is the problem. I think we've tied. No, we lost the first against the Titan. And we tied that match. Did we tie that last match, or did we win? I mean, if we tied... Let's see, oh shoot. I don't know. This is not good. Really, against Violinist, we need to have a window boost in this area. Okay, but he didn't see us. Because the window boost will allow us to bait one of the violin notes. We won't vault it that time. The second time we go around that window, then we'll vault it. We'll be able to break free to shed. But without the window boost, we just kind of be stuck there, even after dodging an ability. So, thankfully, they didn't chase us. Psyche would be Toy Freddy or regular Chica? What animatronic would I be in 5 Days of Freddy's? Oh my goodness. Psyche's orange cat energy? Oh my god, I'm not Garfield, okay? This is not Garfield in real life simulator. Garfield! It's Garfield's cousin. Garfield. What does the quick message option of the character selection do? How does it work? You haven't done Survivor Rank in a while. So you mean like when a match is starting, how does that work to click on a survivor that someone already picked? Like, when it says, I think what you're talking about is like when in the book, if someone is playing a character you want. What happens if you press on it? All it says is it makes you automatically copy and paste I like to play whatever that character's name is in the chat. It's almost as if you typed it out, but it just kind of copy and pastes it and writes it in the chat for you. That's all it does. It doesn't do anything else. It's just if you want to play a character that someone already picked, it makes that message. Although it would be really nice if I could like keep my sound here in this game. That would be nice, especially when I have a heartbeat. I kind of need to hear the heartbeat. Great, that was really good. That forward support led into him being forced to use a blink. And on top of that, he's still being rescued. He's probably going to go down here because I think that was a late rescue. Late balloon rescue. He got a pallet stun? What? No way. And he died. Never mind. How do you get a pallet stun and how do you still die? Did you get a slow ball? Man. I'm guessing you got a slow ball. We have a lot of decoy pirates here, though. It would really suck if the forwards get hit right now. I'm assuming now... There's a chair here, though. This is not good. Is he gonna drop a peeper? Okay, something about that smelled like peeper. No. So he's just gonna place it here. This pallet is already dropped here, so it's very unlikely that this postman rebounds. Because the only way... This chair is not bad for rebounding, by the way. But the problem with it is when there's no pallet there anymore. There is no pallet there anymore, so I'm just gonna need Ford to take over that cipher for me now. I'm assuming he has no football left. But even if he does, that is not the move right now. We need him to finish that cipher, and then I'll just do another tied rescue later. We don't need forward support anymore to win this game at this point, is what I'm trying to say. We don't need support. We can literally rescue with just a bunch of tied ciphers. So he can take a hit here, for all I care. As long as he doesn't get double hit here. We just need Postman to run away, and we can finish these last 2 ciphers. And as long as I rescue, he could obviously get like a lucky swing terror shock, and that would completely screw us up. Because this is a hunter who does swing immediately, so it's not like I can just get off the chair if I see a swing. He swings so fast that you can't react to it as a human. But we will rescue here, and it looks like that is exactly what the fort is doing. You know, if I didn't know any better, I would say Kloud. Oh shoot! Okay, no, the pallet's not. I was about to say maybe I could have done for a pallet stun if he's going to chair factory. Last cipher is over there. Yeah, honestly, you can. No, don't pop. Actually, don't pop. That's a charge attack. Postman, as long as he doesn't get terror shock, he could seriously just vault the window, and just kite to factory. Awesome, great. That was really good. Very good support from the forward. Must have pulled some sort of miracle, bringing that back to like force the hunter to use a blink. That was beautiful. Psyche's moonlit because he's a clown. Alright, my stream bitrate is dying. Mercenary had the what's it called? Flywheel effect. We're getting out. That's another win. I don't know if we tied any matches. I don't think we tied any matches. That's the second win today. Second win today. Last match was a win. Honestly, it probably shouldn't have been. Because that Bomba made a pretty huge mistake that would allow me to transition and just buy all that time, which led to Cowboy being able to help me out, which would have led to me kiting all the way to without dying. But thankfully, we got really lucky that the Bomba actually kept missing bombs at the end as well. It really, if that Cowboy just blocked the window, we would be fine. On top of that, even just one vault, even just one slow vault would have just gone such a long way. The fact that he didn't block him at all, like he blocked him for maybe like 0.1 second because of it was a fast vault, and like the hunter didn't reach the window until he was near the end of the vault. Seki, do you hate Mondays and love lasagna? I don't actually like lasagna, and I do hate Mondays, though honestly it doesn't feel that much different from a Friday. In all honesty, Monday is not that different from a Friday. Unpopular opinion, Monday is not that different from Friday. Because at the end of the day, I still have to wake up for school. Come on, man. Come on. Yes, we did indeed win 2 and lose 1. So true. Skashinka, what did she say? He's a Garfield king. I do not like lasagna. It has been confirmed, I do not like lasagna. Lasagna is dead. Just like that dancer. I can't say no. What Diary of a Wimpy Kid character is Psyche? Probably the main character. I have a lot to say. I just don't say it. That's usually... That sums me up pretty well. Hey, I mean, I did say I feel like I'm always bothering everyone when I talk. You know, that's the life. By the way, thank you guys so much. More hearts when you guys watching the stream. I really do appreciate it. Even though I started late, I'm really happy that you guys still showed up, even though I wasn't on time. Thank you so much. Alright guys, we got a very nice band here. What is this? Discord's giving me new options. Alright, did someone make a stream announcement? Oh, thank you so much, Ned, for making a stream announcement. I don't have to make it. Psyche is still alive after last stream and is now streaming Top Survivor. Thank you so much for making a Discord announcement. I was actually gonna do a Discord announcement just now. Magic Boy? Magic. It's magic. Not the Kloud band. Dude, I don't like this president. It seems like he just brainlessly sends 48% energy to everyone. At least on the Lakeside match it seemed like it. What rank is Psyche? Just a wary hunter looking to dodge her. Alicorn 4. So if you are... I'm just trying to think, what is the hunter equivalent of Alicorn 4? Ogre 4, I think? So Ogre 4 is the equivalent of Alicorn 4. And you can match me if you're a dragon with between 5 and 10 stars. That's the highest. So anywhere between dragon 10 stars all the way down to Manticore 4, I think it is. What's below Ogre? Manticore, right? So Manticore 4 to Dragon 10 can match me right now. Alright. Is this a violinist? I heard an interesting sound come from his mouth. I think it's a violinist. So we did end up wasting a lot of time though. Who's the hunter? I think I saw their shadow right there. I'm gonna guess it's a violinist. I heard a sound. It sounded like a violinist sighing when he dropped that paper. We wasted a lot of time still. Just forcing him to go in the corner. Drop a peeper. You know, the peeper doesn't matter so much because he usually gets another one back when he starts the next chase. But it's still wastes a lot of time. He went all the way in the corner just for a Mercenary. This is why I say Mercenary is seriously one of the best decoders in this game. I don't know if I was bringing it up last stream, but I don't know if I ever finished my statement. It's because you can't chase Mercenary. If you find Mercenary and you chase him, he's kiting you. He's the best kiter in the game. Probably. Besides maybe a few others in certain situations. Like, obviously, Patient is probably a little bit better than Mercenary when it comes to small bow on Lakeside, or big bow, for example. But Mercenary is just better overall. And that's what I like more about Mercenary, is that he's overall better. And the thing about Mercenary is he doesn't need to be using his ability as good as Patient does. He still gets the 3 ciphers done. So, to me, it doesn't matter how amazing your ability is. To me, it matters, can you still do 3 ciphers? And yes, Mercenary can still do 3 ciphers in any area. So to me, that means actually just about as much to me as Patient doing amazing hooks on Big Boater like Hospital. You know, I could care less. All I want is 3 ciphers. Shoot, I should be rescuing this. No, I'm playing Mercenary, and I'm over here talking about how good Mercenary is at kiting. We have to use an elbow pad now. Don't play like me. Don't play like me. You have to start moving to the church sooner. Shoot, and we could still get terror shocked here is the worst part. This is gonna be a close rescue. Nope, we're making this rescue. I don't care. No! I got such a crappy elbow pad! Oh, well, I'm sorry, man. If I wasn't commentating, I would have made sure to walk there, but that was such a crappy elbow pad. That's fine. Hit the chair, maybe? We just wasted so much time. I mean, this... Okay, I have to be honest with you. Usually this prisoner's not going to do a rebound cut. Alright, first of all, he's playing Prisoner. One of the most overrated survivors in this game who's not even a good decoder. Second of all... which, by the way, which means he's not a good fighter. Second of all, it doesn't matter how fast you vault, by the way. You need to have a good ability. That's why Mechanic was always better than Prisoner. There's no exception to that, just because he had slightly better kiting. A note does not reach us, so we would be able to vault that. Yes, that rescue sucked, but I do have to be honest here, we anyway wouldn't do a second rescue, so, I guess it's kind of fine, because we would anyway let him die. Now's not a good time to heal, because he's gonna come after us. Anyway, that rescue really sucked. But yeah. We anyway wouldn't rescue him again. Because the only time you want to rescue again is if your survivor is gonna be able to last until the ciphers pop. That's why it was a good thing that Prisoner rescued me against the Bomb match, because there is still a good chance that we could kite to the last cipher being popped, and we did. We did need a little bit of cowboy support, but granted, he had to get off his cipher anyway. So he was anyway there helping me out. Okay. This whole time I wasn't removing the peeper because I thought he would come back on us, but he didn't. So me not removing that peeper was actually a bad thing. But anyway, it's a double-edged sword. You know, if I remove the peeper, he's probably just gonna come back to drop another one. That's why I wasn't removing the peeper. Dude, what is wrong with this capture card? It just keeps going black every single time. It's particularly bad. So. If that prisoner did a 3-cipher kite, we would need 2 rescues at that point. So me not rescuing before half would have mattered. It still matters a little bit because obviously that's extra time that the violinist doesn't have to camp anymore. At least we didn't rescue immediately afterwards either though. So at least we got those other 30 seconds. Kind of. Not really. We don't have any deco though. I guess I'm still gonna rescue though. He can hit me with a no here, that would be perfectly fine. The full presence doesn't reach here. Just barely. No! Why am I getting stuck on the chair? I'm playing so bad today. Oh, I'm playing so bad today. I'm getting stuck on the chair. That never happens to me. We're just gonna go die in the corner, just away from the side. We just, on top of that, we waste another time. This really sucks. I'm just not playing well today. I don't know, man. If I wasn't commenting, I would be ready for this kind of stuff. But man, I don't want to just shut up either, because then you just become like the average identity 5 YouTuber. Not a lot to say here, though. We just have to play this game slow now, is the problem. So we're gonna be in this match longer now. It's completely fine that he abnormaled that. I would say keeping the peepers and changing the teleport later would have given him a better chance of winning this game. To me, abnormal did nothing there. You were better off placing peepers. We're just going to anyway do another cipher. That was not a good move from the violinist. He's better off stalling that cipher. And, of course, though, anyway, Professor decided to walk up to that cipher anyway and just kill himself. Dude, the person who's on chair, who is the hunter's target, should not be threatening the cipher in the middle of the map. That is not how that works, dude. That is not how that works. Alright, so we need to go for a dungeon. I don't have Tide Turner. The cipher's anyway not going to be ready by then. We're going to give Tinnitus, and that's it. We can't do this rescue. Because the cipher's not going to be done by then. I mean, we could. I guess we don't lose anything, do we? Alright, I guess we could try. We'll go for it. I don't want to have to use an elbow pad, though. I really want to save the elbow pad for later. Like, the reason I rescued there was because maybe he has the scales. And he probably does have the scales. Thing is, now we're in this situation. That's why I didn't say it doesn't really matter. So now he usually dies. And that was really good use of these scales, I gotta say. The man just blocked the hunter's attack right there. So we actually are gonna be able to... Now we're actually more likely to tie there. So that's completely fine. I can't help you, I'm sorry. Gotta run off to the gate. Focus on decoding. Prospector has no decode on the gate, but guess what? Hunter used abnormal. So, that mistake, maybe at the time it didn't seem like a mistake, but that mistake now is going to become a mistake. At the time it doesn't seem like a mistake, now it will become a mistake. And you guys are going to see why, because we're always going to be able to get out now. Because he switched to abnormal, and we're anyway going to be able to finish another cipher, so... Typically, abnormal trump card is one of the most overrated things in this game. Whenever Hunter switches to abnormal trump card, usually when they're doing that, it's because they don't have a good target. Because they're not going to be able to catch someone in time. So if you're not going to be able to catch someone in time, what makes you think you're going to be able to catch someone in time before the cipher primes? By you having to spend extra time in place hitting the cipher for like 3 seconds. Because that's time being spent everyone running away from you. So by the time you get off that abnormal cipher, everyone is already gone from you. Everyone is gone. They're probably healing up on top of that. And they're going to reset. You're going to have an abnormal cipher that's like at 30%. So the abnormal really didn't do that much. Maybe remove like 40%. And they're just going to do another cipher. It would basically be the same thing as you camping the cipher, not so That's the problem with a normal trump card. It only really works with Dreamish because Dreamish can still guard the Cypher while chairing other people. Unless someone dies by that same Cypher, that doesn't work with any other card. So that's why trump card of normal is unless this is the only situation. Unless, like once again, someone is knocked down by the Cypher, you normal it, and then you chair them. Like, let's say you knock someone down, the Cypher's almost prime, everyone gets scared off, it's 95, it's not enough to prime, then you normal. That's a great time. And let's say that person is, like, almost dead on chair. Like, maybe it's their second time, maybe even the third. That'll secure the win. But, right there, it's so hard to say. It's so hard to say. I feel like we really shouldn't have secured the win there, the tie there. I feel like the Hunter should have probably won that still, because that Professor died in basement. On top of that, that Lizard got... That Professor... every time I say Lizard, just assume I mean Professor. Every time... That Professor got really lucky with that rescue. The fact that he was able to rescue me. And I took the Violin note, which is fine, because I'm playing Mercenary. But he didn't. And so then he was able to use the ability. So that was kind of lucky. That after he rescued, he didn't just immediately get hit. So he showed up in it. When he started the rescue, he must have been in a different spot than when the Violinist... tried using the note. The way rescuing works is if you rescue on a certain spot on the chair, when you finish the rescue, you'll like appear at that same spot. That's why I got stuck on the chair, because I started the rescue on the corner of the chair. I ended the rescue, so then it spawns me back to where I started the rescue. And I wasn't ready for that. I could have easily prevented that. I know that's how rescues work, so there's really no reason I should have gotten stuck there. As long as I was concentrating, we literally secured that rescue without the double hit. But hey, we got the tie. Really great skill from the Professor. Once again, kind of lucky that, that he didn't get hit by the Violin note, but he was able to pull out the ability in time, so it works out in the end. Really shouldn't have. If I were to do that game differently, I would have done that rescue before half on Prisoner. All I had to do was just get off the Cypher sooner. I know that. I would have not got double hit. All I had to do was just be ready for that. So that's the second thing I would change. And the third thing I would change is... Okay, we got key spawn right here. Hunter spawned... Ooh, I kind of forgot where Hunter spawned. I'm pretty sure they spawned over there by the working crystal, so we'll probably get a heartbeat here. Unless they decide to go to 2-story. Yeah, looks like they decided to go to 2-story. Actually, no. Yeah, actually, if we got this spawn, then... If we got this spawn, then at best we would have spawned in front of the Cypher. That's the farthest we could spawn. Because there's another spawn here, right at this stage, where the Hunter spawns by the broken crystal. It kind of gets complicated, but we spawn a little bit too far away to get up from this spawn, thus making this spawn impossible, which means we got the other key spawn, I think. Pretty sure. Let's say keep playing Mercenary. I'm playing Mercenary because I don't mind. I'm only not going to play Mercenary if I do mind, you know. I'm going to start minding if people die in 10 seconds. Trust me. We're probably going to get a set the portal here, so I'll be ready. There we go. You can actually hear when the priestess is making a long portal. I don't know if you guys heard that just now, but there was a sound of the priestess creating a portal. So if you know you're like in a corner of the map, we didn't know where priestess was technically, but I just stayed there in case, just to not waste any time. And you can just immediately start spamming where the portal button would appear, and then you make an immediate portal. So that's really nice. This is the first time I've ever managed to catch a stream live. OMG. Welcome to the stream, Hex. So glad to have you here. Yo, did he just get a roller coaster? Nice! Well, it is Geisha, so it's gonna suck a little bit. But I think he reaches World Portal now. I think he does. Because that Geisha did use dash, but it's gonna come off a little bit short. He should reach it. She needs exactly a teleport. We'll see a hit right here, maybe? Okay, I'm guessing he didn't take the portal, because he would have gone down by now. Yeah, he went upstairs. I think that's a mistake, because now someone has to take a hit for him. Or he takes the hit, and then he goes down by the Priestess Cypher. So maybe right here he took it? Okay, my only explanation is maybe the portal was too far away. Maybe he didn't reach it in time. What? This is really weird. He teleported away? To kill the priestess instead of the prisoner. Okay, I know I said prisoner's not like a great decoder, but it is still something. It is 7 seconds faster on the Cypher. The 10%. It's really weird. It's a very weird choice. You use your teleport on top of that? I mean, you could have maybe pressured another Cypher and then teleport back to chair when someone's trying to rescue. Okay, that's really good that she broke that, because now we can safely get to this wall without being dashed on. Because you guys see, we're kind of being threatened there with a dash by being on that side of the bridge. This is a fine rescue. We can rescue at 45%. Yo, rescue! I am playing not well today. Okay. We'll just elbow pad here. That was a fine elbow pad. Not a great elbow pad. Let's not forget to turn it off. How'd that happen? I can't tell you guys. I played Mercenary for many years, and sometimes I still forget to turn off the elbow pad, because I press it like a million times, and after the million times, I don't notice that it's still on. Okay, perfect that she used her butterfly. Even if she didn't screw it up, we still would have reached a window or paladin time, so... we're actually going to pick it up now, just so she doesn't have anything to dash on. It is a good thing to pick up butterflies. Do not be afraid to pick up the butterflies. The butterflies allow you to look at her so she can't dash to you. She could still use the other butterfly, but that's just one less place that she can directly dash on. She'd rather dash on a butterfly that you can't control, rather than a butterfly that you can control. Because the butterfly still exists. It's just on you, and if it's on you, you can control her dash. So that's the important thing about picking up butterflies. If you have a butterfly on you, though, already, and you try picking up another one, you'll pick up a new butterfly, but that old one will just be dropped on the ground. Very interesting. It's a very interesting mechanic, how it works. I'm probably gonna die here because knowing how rusty I've been playing, I'm just like reminded how annoying it is playing on this iPad Mercenary. It's not something I'm used to. The joystick is I have so many problems with this device. There's literally no reason to send decode. He's probably gonna die by that cipher, so we're anyway not gonna finish it. We're gonna need a new cipher, essentially. Unless Mechanic already had one. Okay, no. He didn't die by it, though. I'm surprised he didn't die immediately. But yes, Mechanic does have a cipher. Mechanic is also taking 5 years to do the cipher because she picked Mechanic. Not worth playing Mechanic these days, I'm sorry. The 10% decode on the robot, it's not worth it. On top. Oh! He was actually doing that same cipher, so yeah, now we're definitely dead. Now this prisoner's definitely dying. I mean, unless, again, maybe she has Tide Turner. If she has Tide Turner, it would be a great time to rescue. But I don't know. I don't remember her build. We'll see. If she has Tide Turner, she'll be able to drag the prisoner away. If not, it doesn't matter at all. He's gonna go down. I think we'll actually keep the one elbow pad. Because the thing is, she's gonna chase me for like a little bit. But only enough for like one elbow pad. She might force one out of me and then just leave me. So I'm guessing that's what she's gonna do. So I'm gonna keep the one elbow pad. Okay, I would have been mad if that glitch counted. Yo, that is not cool. That lag is not cool though. That was not cool. The servers have been so bad lately. That is really annoying. I mean, unless the stream lagged there, in which case it's my Wi-Fi. But if the stream didn't lag there, that was the servers. Wow, that's not cool. That's not cool. Everything just froze. Blame the chip? I can't blame the chip. That doesn't make any sense. The chip, like what? I ate that chip 3 days ago? Guys, do you guys not know how spicy stuff works? J Smith? There's no I. It's just thick. Guys, when you eat spicy stuff, it lasts like how long? It lasts 12 hours at most in your system, and then you poop it out as if it wasn't there anymore. Guys, come on. Alright, well that really sucked. I would have elbow padded her, but when the game freezes, I can't really make a good elbow pad. Oh, she actually picked up my elbow pads. Mechanic actually picked up my elbow pads. That's awesome. We don't need to use an elbow pad here. She's gonna dash here. It's not like me using an elbow pad would have made that much difference. Really, you're breaking that pallet. Is she gonna go after me? That was a very strange dash. Okay, she's still going after me. We don't really have a great palette here. We had those, I guess. We really just needed a different cipher this match. We just needed like someone doing another cipher, but now we just lose. We just lose. Now it's too late. I mean, I'll go start another cipher, but Perzer's not pinging at all where he is, so who knows where he is. He's probably not doing another cipher. Even if he did, he would get teleported on his. There's so many reasons why we needed to do another cipher sooner. another cipher because there's no reason to do the same cipher. Under no circumstance are we ever gonna pull off that cipher. Even away from the chair. It's Geisha, so Geisha's gonna... Well, Prisoner is kiting to be fair. He still is. Dude, this capture card constantly bugging out is really putting me in a bad mood. Because it's really annoying when I just can't hear the sound for like 1 second. Like that. I'm gonna try to reset it, but I don't think this is gonna do anything. It's just some days the capture cards like this. It's just I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just gonna tell my dad, hey, could you give me the adapter for the old iPad? Because whatever the problem is, ever since I started using this adapter like a year ago to this new iPad, this is the problems I've been having. And I don't even think it's the capture card really. I think it's just the adapter, just really garbage for the what's it called? For the new iPads. The adapter just sucks for the new iPads. Is it gonna come back? It's not even gonna come back. Gonna come back now. Okay, there you go. Is there a delay now? Holy crap, there's a delay now. Don't tell me there's a delay on on both of them now. If there's a delay on all 3 of these ports, that's gonna be so annoying. Mobile streaming is so stupid. There's a delay. Mobile streaming is really dumb. It is so dumb. Because you can't stream directly from the device, so you have to do all these wires and connections, and then those can have its problems. Holy crap. Maybe I should just set up any, oh my god. We're not starting until I get this fixed. This is stupid. No, Omelet Arcade is not coming back. But that there seriously is like the only other option. Like on mobile. If you're not gonna do what I'm doing, you have to use Omelet Arcade, and it's just garbage. It's garbage. There's no way to put it. It just crashes the stream. And I mean, this is really annoying. This 1 second thing. And then when I try to fix it, now I have a 1 second sound delay permanently until I find a way to fix that. It's just not worth it. It's not worth it. This game isn't even in like a popular game. I should really be doing Clash Royale. I'd probably get more views doing Clash Royale, honestly. And just spend a little money just at the beginning, just to actually get the cards, and then make any deck. Honestly, though. Is that good? There's a sliver of black. Okay, seriously? Well, at least there's no sound delay, but that doesn't help at all. This is so stupid. I'm so sick of this. That's it. I'm done using this adapter. This adapter sucks. The adapters for the new generation of iPads are just garbage. That's the only way to put it. Why is it all a different size now? Oh, because it had a little bit of black at the bottom and top, right? No, I didn't. I actually don't remember how to fix this. Shoot. How did I have this before? Maybe I did have a little bit of black on the sides. Well, no, that wouldn't be the problem. This is so garbage. What's up, Chris? Welcome to the stream. We're trying to fix the game. Maybe I had the sides a little bit cut off more. Because honestly, you guys don't need to see all the sides. That's probably what I did. No, that's still a little bit off. Did I really cut it more? You see, this iPad is technically a little bit longer than my old iPad that I used to stream with. Yeah, so I think that's what I did. There's like an extra ½ an inch on both sides. If anyone knows what inches are. Yeah, okay. You guys get a nice close-up shot of my acne problems. This is ridiculous! Look at how many times it's like crashing! I don't know how to fix this. This is so stupid. I don't know, man. Maybe there's just another way. Maybe the way Noomer taught me. Maybe there's a second way, because I'm doing the way that Noomer taught me to use this. But maybe there's another way to do the same thing, and maybe it won't be so trash. Have you Googled it? No one does mobile gaming though. If anything, the best way to learn is like someone teaching you directly. That's what I think when it comes to this. Googling is not gonna give you good results because when people use capture cards, they don't do it for mobile gaming. Who does mobile gaming? You're kind of on your own with this. What happened to Noomer? Noomer just got a job. That's it. He just stopped playing Identity V. Couldn't do streaming and his work or school or whatever it was. Look it up on Reddit. I guarantee you, it's not a capture card. Like something about it. This is not right. This is not right. Like I know the capture card is the one that's the capture card is the whole way, the whole reason we were able to see the screen. But there's a lot of other components that have to go to the capture card to make this work, and we just got St. Peter. Way to make my mood better. Nice. Nice. Hopefully he doesn't get chased first. Otherwise we're losing this match. I really don't think it's a capture card though, because I've tried a different adapter. I've tried different wires, and it's still the same problem. So I guess that comes down to two things. Either the adapters for the new models suck, or it really is the capture card. Because it wasn't a matter of just like buying a new adapter, because maybe the first one was faulty or something like that. Same problem. And he's playing a completely garbage character. Awesome. Completely overrated, completely garbage. Seems like a better survivor. Only because people are using it in tournaments. When really people have no understanding how tournaments work. They just see the character being used and they'll think, oh, people are using this character in tournaments, so this character must be good. Enchantress is not a good survivor. She's very circumstantial. It needs to be exactly the correct hunter. And even if it is the right hunter, you usually end up taking damage because you don't have a good ability at the end of the day when you start the match. And we need 3 separate kites in ranked matches, not freaking ties. I don't want ties in my ranked matches. I want actual, like maybe in the long run. Maybe in the long run. Oh, that whole shed is covered in water. We're actually completely fine here. We don't even have to use another shot because I dropped that power from earlier. We can use the window. She doesn't have blink on, so you can be patient here. We do have to watch out for her circling this water right here. And there's the blink. So this area is covered in water a little bit, but that's perfectly fine. Guys, to be completely transparent with you, I don't know why people chase Gravekeepers. Gravekeeper is not a good survivor to chase. Do people not realize that? By the way, that dash doesn't do water damage to us because we're underground. So that anyway wouldn't do damage to us, even if she actually reached us. And I'm not going to try saving this shovel. We're going to stay in here until we get all of our water out. It doesn't matter. This second shovel, because the problem with us trying to save the shovel is the Nide will know that shovel has like 1 second left on it if I burrow at like before it runs out. This is the problem with the Gravekeeper buff that people misunderstand about the Gravekeeper buff. It actually doesn't matter at all if you save the shovel like right before it runs out. Because that hunter will know how long you stayed in that shovel. If it's a good hunter, they'll also know that when you come out of the shovel, it doesn't keep all of its durability. It loses 33% when you come back out. So when we come out right before the red marker, we actually only have 1 second of shovel left. So we're gonna go out, and if she doesn't hit us immediately, we're gonna come back out and she's gonna hit us then. So in my experience, I guess I didn't. Okay, here's the thing. I guess back when I played Gravekeeper a ton, he didn't have this buff. But in my experience, generally, hunters tend to wait out shovels. If it doesn't matter. If they have no reason to rush, they'll wait out the shovel because when you come out of that shovel, you're gonna die because you can't vault the window in time or drop the pallet in time before the hunter can swing. And Knight is definitely a hunter who swings right away. So it's not like Photographer or Ripper where maybe they'll miss because they have delayed swing. No, she'll be able to swing immediately when you come out the ground and you'll die immediately. So that actually amplifies the problem with the buff. If you try reusing shovels, when the hunter knows that you only have like 10 seconds left on the shovel, 10 seconds? Because the base shovel lasts 35 seconds. If you come out, you're going to lose 33% on the shovel, about. So that's about 13 seconds that you lose. And they'll just wait out the second shovel. That if you try reusing it, they'll know. The game tells them if you're reusing a shovel. It'll show that the shovel icon is red, which means you're reusing a shovel, which means it's going to last shorter, which means all they're going to do is they're going to keep following you again, unless you have a pallet drop, in which case you're fine still, technically. They're going to follow you, then kill you. And that's the problem with reusing shovels as Gravekeeper. So that's why you guys see me not trying to save these shovels. The hit, honestly, is more valuable than trying to save the shovel. That recovery is way more valuable than us trying to save the shovel. And that's just my experience with Gravekeeper. Every time I use him, whenever I come out of shovel and try to go back in, well, I guess technically you used to not be able to go back in. Every time you come out the shovel, usually you're getting hit after. So I would actually stay extra time in the shovel sometimes. But even back when you couldn't reuse shovel. Just because I know some hunters would like to go back knowing that you're on cooldown after you come out the shovel. If you use a shovel, they leave you, they'll come back. They'll come back and try to get the hit on you within those 3 seconds. So honestly, reusing the shovel, I don't like reusing the shovel. Really reusing the shovel is good on rescues, bad for kiting. Because they'll see you're reusing it, though they can wait it out. 10, 15 seconds, that's nothing compared to 35 seconds for the whole shovel. So they'll wait it out, they'll hit you immediately when you come out, because you can't drop stuff in time. That's the whole problem with the Gravekeeper buff. It's really only helpful if it's a hunter who baits out an ability and then leaves you. That's when it's good. But hunters who consistently chase you, it really doesn't add anything to the buff. I don't think he needed that buff. I think it's fair that if you use a shovel and they leave you, then you completely lose a shovel. I feel like that's fair. I didn't feel like that made Gravekeeper underpowered. I felt like I already felt that Gravekeeper was amazing, if not kind of OP. The fact that he has 2 seer owls essentially, it means that he can do a lot of stuff that other survivors cannot do. Like for example, because we're playing Gravekeeper, we can just run in a straight line until she returns her harpoon and then shovel down. You guys saw me do that at the very beginning of my kite. I just walk forward, and the moment she returns her harpoon, that's when I use my shovel. Take the hit, the recovery is going to be enough. And sadly, we're still tying this game, but that's a shame. Alright. Well, that really sucks. All that explanation for nothing. Well, you guys get the idea. If we had, like, survivors who are playing like on their gameplay. Like 2019 peak gameplay. Those are the good days. Then we would easily win this match. This would be like that hunter. The moment this hunter switches away from a gravekeeper, it's GG. She might very well not even catch a person on chair if it's good survivors. There's very likely that if that was like how it used to be a long time ago, then very likely in the past she wouldn't even be able to catch a survivor because of how long she already spent on the first target. That's usually what would happen. You all knew it was gonna be a tie. How is it a tie? I don't know. I really wasn't paying attention because I was like talking about Gravekeeper. Gravekeeper's buff. Once again, I'm glad he got the buff. He didn't need it. I really don't think he needed it. I feel like they just need a nerf Sculptor and they'll be good. Then you'll see Gravekeeper again. And honestly, he's still an amazing survivor against Sculptor, so if people aren't using Gravekeeper just because of Sculptor, then they're missing out. Seriously. Amazing survivor. The only risk with Gravekeeper is like you're trying to shovel down and then they push you with the statue at the worst time, then your shovel will get cancelled. Yes. But once you're underground, you can just go anywhere you want out in the open and do the same thing that I did to that Naya. Just keep going out in the open, away from their ability, force a basic hit, use the recovery to your advantage. That's seriously why Gravekeeper is seriously. I seriously like Gravekeeper in terms of kiting and rescuing just as much as Mercenary. Because what's better than running away from a hunter, taking multiple hits? That's another amazing thing about against hunters that seriously counter almost every single hunter in this game. Even Sculptor, they can't stat you once you're in the ground, unless you for some reason are going by walls. But they'll probably need a full presence statue, but again, that depends. You're assuming they have full presence, which is not always going to be the case when you're chasing Gravekeeper. You think who needs a rig? What do you mean, Seki? Sculptor's tie hunter? Alright, here's the thing. I know a lot of people will say, oh, Psyche, but Sculptor is like a tie hunter. Sculptor doesn't win every single match. That's true. But neither do survivors win every match. Here's the thing at the end of the day. Sculptor is only a tie hunter if you are playing the best of the best survivors. We are not playing the best of the best. We are playing with freaking Saint Peter, okay? So we are bound to lose the Sculptor matches. Because first of all, we're not playing the best survivors, and second of all, they have to actually have good skill on top of that. You can't just pick a good survivor. You have to be good with that survivor. Good at the game in general. That's why Sculptor is a tie hunter. Because you got survivors who are able to play so well that they can put even an amazing hunter in a tough spot. That's talent right there, if you can do that. And so really, but here's the more important thing. Here's the more important thing about what I'm trying to say. Sculptor has been a top tier hunter, an S tier hunter, regardless of what you think, tier, tie hunter or not. I know you put J at the end of that, but I do. It is a good point though. It is a good point. Like even without the J, that is a good point. At the end of the day, Sculptor has been an S tier hunter ever since she came out, and so I would like to see her nerf just because of how long she's been in the game and buff a different hunter. Maybe bring back Ripper. I would love to see Ripper back. Buff another hunter that's like been on the edge of like viability, like coolness. Like in terms of just cool value, I really like Gamekeeper's traps. But in my opinion, he needs to start with those traps. He needs to start with 3 and then have 5 more that he can pick around the map. And they never disappear. Maybe, at best, here's how Gamekeeper should work. That's got everything wrong about hunters in this game. Literally everything. Alright? And I don't get why they do this sooner. Why does the trap have to disappear? Why can't he have traps that are permanent on the map that can be turned off, but he can turn them back on? And if he puts someone near a chair with a trap nearby, the trap turns off immediately. And then he cannot rearm it. Why not do that? Why does the trap have to disappear? That makes no sense to me. And when the survivor breaks the trap, why can't it just stay there so that he can rearm it later? Instead, he's stuck on a 60-second cooldown. His hook is a fine ability. It's just like there are too many strong survivors, so you also have to nerf the survivors. Now that you're nerfing the good hunters, you have to nerf the good survivors. That's the whole reason we have to have good survivors, because we have amazing hunters. Once you do the good hunters nerf, you can nerf the good survivors. Nerf Mercenary, nerf Prospect, not Prospect, nerf Patient, nerf psychologist, nerf priestess, nerf all these amazing survivors, nerf forward, so that we can see wildling come back. And he's not an OP harasser. He does require a good bit of skill to use wildling, and a very good time. So he's not an OP brainless rescuer. Like 4 is always gonna get that rescue if you didn't drop. Even if you did drop, 5-second cooldown for the football. That's ridiculous to me. You can drop and successfully block a forward stun, and without the person being rescued, and they will still be able to stun you usually in time, unless it was like a super shot. So I don't know, man. The devs don't know how to balance this. Is the end of the day. That's just how it is. They could do all this stuff. You didn't even realize Hermit was in this match. Yeah, it's because I chose to do a what's it called? An unconnected cipher machine, so it works out for us. This way, the Enchantress is actually taking the hits, and she's getting charged, and I'm not taking the hits. I can take 1 hit. It's just if I would need 3, like all 4 people on the map to take hits for me to be able to take 2 hits and still rescue. The problem with, actually no, if there are 3 people, if you split it among 3 people, and I'm one of those people, it's 0.3, then 0.6, Hermit only does 1.8 damage. Sorry, 1.2. So we'll end up with 1.8 in total. So we'll still survive a basic hit after taking two shared damage. There's so many reasons why Hermit sucks, I'm sorry. There's so many reasons why Hermit sucks. Like, seriously, if 3 people are sharing damage, they can still take a basic hit after you hit them 2 times. Is the ridiculous part. Doesn't matter to share damage with the Enchantress here. She'll take 0.6. She's at 1. She's either at 1.3 or 1.4. I wasn't doing the math. If I was paying attention to how many people were getting hit when the charge hits were happening, I would know if I should share damage here or not. It's possible that if I share damage... Okay, now she'll definitely survive. Oh no, Prospector's gonna die now. Okay, if Prospector, go in the locker and you'll lose the charge. Go in the locker and then we can go in the locker. Go in the locker first! Go in the locker first. Right here. I'll show it. I'll demonstrate it. Here we go. Too bad there's not a second locker here, because we're wasting a lot of time. So we can do that. Yo, let's go! He survived! I am gonna have to go rescue now, but that's completely fine. Do I need more reasons to tell you why Hermit sucks? Do I need to give you any more reasons? Do I need to? Or do you all see why you should stop banning Hermit in your rank matches? Stop banning Hermit in your rank matches, okay? You all take 3 hits, you're impossible to kill, you're basically all psychologists with abilities. On top of that, you can just remove the polarity if someone's about to die. You can change the polarity if you can't remove it. They're an infinite number. You just hit the chair. That's not Hermit's fault, but he did just hit the chair. Alright, we are going to try to share damage with the Enchantress. Hopefully she can get a charge on her. Yes, Prospector should switch. No, Prospector didn't switch. You gotta switch, Kloud. You had to switch to blue so that you don't die. And then I switched to red so that she takes an extra. Because now she's anyway gonna... we don't need 2 people. We don't need 3 people in total with the same charge. We just need 1 other person. This is another problem with Hermit. You get someone on chair, they get rescued, they'll be able to reach a pallet sometimes. If they do reach a pallet, you have to start using your abilities. If you start using your abilities, they get a charge, they can start sharing that damage. So now the person off chair now takes 2 hits to kill instead of 1. There are just, oh my goodness, there are just so many problems with Hermit. Unfortunately, the Prospector didn't change polarity, so like, we're not gonna get a super good demonstration. But if the Prospector just changed, okay, I'm missing the Calrissian because there's no sound. It really sucks. Every time the screen becomes black, I'm also losing sound. So like right now I'm literally being chased. I had no sound. That's so you can probably still snipe me though. Oh, he missed. I won't use the 3rd elbow pad. If he hits me with a 3rd one, that's fine. But if I'm correct, he should be on cooldown right now because he just used 3. So at best, he's gonna have one about him. 12 seconds. Yep. So the way it works is when he's full presence, The way it works is when he has full presence, he starts with 2 when the chase begins. Oh man, that just barely touched. He's gonna need 1,000 presence now to catch me down. Because he's still on that cooldown. That 12-second cooldown. So this is the other problem with Hermit. It's just too slow. It's just such a slow ability. You use your ability, you still need another one to kill. And the server's gonna be priced, so don't need to drop that yet. Enchantress is farming stacks. I guess that's fine. No problem. And I'm not gonna wait too long though, because I don't want his trump card to get extra value, and I don't want him doing a switch sooner. I don't remember if he used his trade or not. Well, I don't know why Enchantress is still following me. But yeah, we do still have an elbow pad. So this is the important thing. This is the problem with Enchantress following me, is that I don't know why she's following me for that long. Yeah, maybe get a triple stack, but after that, leave me. So thankfully, we have a lot of people sharing damage. She should be able to survive here. She just needs to use her 5 stack. Prospector would have actually lived there if he didn't switch polarity, and so would have the Enchantress. How much damage? Let's do some math here. 2.4? Is it 1.2? Does it become 2.4 or 2.2 with detention? I actually don't know. It should become 2.2. Detention doesn't double your damage. It only increases it by 1. That's why Photographer doesn't do 1.2. Like, that's why Photographer with detention doesn't do 3 damage. He only does 2.5. It only increases it by 1, not doubles. So would he be able to survive that? Let's think about it. What's half of 2.4? Half of 2.4 is 1.2. How many people were divided on the first hit? There was 2.2 divided by 3. I actually have to pull out a calculator because I can't do this in my head. Calculator. 2.2. But we can actually figure out if that Prospector would have survived if he didn't switch polarity. Just curious. Obviously, if I were him, I wouldn't take that chance either. Because now that I'm thinking about it, it's kind of getting close. But first one was divided by 3 people, so each person took 0.73 damage. That sounds about right. You guys saw they were at like 3/4 health before becoming 1/2. So then the second hit would have been divided by 2 people, and him having 2.2 would have divided it into 1.1 on each. So it's 1.1 on each plus 7.33. 1.1 plus 0.733. They actually both would have survived if the Prospector didn't switch polarities there. So it is technically a mistake, but I don't think he could have known that. Seki, is batter better with flywheel or tie turn? It really depends on your team comp. If you guys do not have 2 tie turners already, I would take tie turn on batter, because there are a lot of situations where you might not need harassment. Like, you might have done a good job harassing, and at that point you guys can just win with just stalling with tie turn. And tie turn is safer than you trying to harass and then you possibly also dying. And the flywheel is supposed to help that, but it really doesn't, because usually you're using your flywheel on their ability, not their basic hit. Unless you dodge their ability, just dry. In which case, if you did, then yeah, you'll survive. Flywheel is not something to be relied on. It's not like something that can last you 20 seconds like tie turn can. Usually not always. If you give Photographer... Okay, I see someone saying buff Photographer so he has more chase. That is true. Photographer is too luck dependent. He needs to find people in the camera world, then in the real world, then he has a chance. And he has no chase without it. But if you buff chase, you have to nerf that luck factor. Because the whole reason he needs that luck factor is because his chase sucks. But it's not reliable, obviously. So I don't know how you would fix chase without making it more lucky. Maybe when someone is on chair, they take 1/2 damage. Like, I don't know how you would fix it. And when they're knocked down, they take 1/4 damage. So then you don't even need to knock them down anymore, and put them on chair, because it's impossible to. You just hit them once. Sorry, you hit them twice. Don't need to waste extra time. Well, nah. Don't even need to waste extra time chairing them, because 1/4 will also still be 1 shot, as will 1/2. And then that way, that also fixes the luck factor where like you're healing and then you get found by photograph and you're immediately being chaired. At least now he needs a blink. And then give him some. That's actually not a bad idea. Instead of people in chair dying from being on chair in camera world, because then you could get found and then he could pick you up. Why not make it 1/2 health? And then that way, it's actually pointless to put some people on chair. So then you just hit them twice. And that saves you a lot of time as photographer, not having to do the pickup animation and chair animation. And then they'll be at 1/4 health instead of 1/2 like it is now. And 1/4, it's better to be at 1/4 than at 1/2 because they can't heal the 1/4 I should say, unless it's doctor or barmaid or psychologist. By the way, psychologist does lose half her health if she heals like less than half health. Fun fact. That is a thing. Yeah, that's probably what I would do to photographer, just so that the person who gets chaired in camera roll doesn't die immediately and then gets picked up, possibly. They still have a chance of kiting, they just know how to also kite out the blink. Which honestly, nowadays with flywheel and with how slow photographer swings, they could probably flywheel the blink and then reach a pallet or use their ability to follow up. Very likely, so it probably wouldn't fix photographer. But if you give him chase, they might have to use the flywheel on his chase and then he can blink. So that's where I'm trying to go through with this. Just to fix the luck problem. Again, it usually doesn't matter. Usually the photographers don't get lucky, which is why he sucks. If they were always able to find people, then you wouldn't need these buffs. But that's why we're talking about it, because he doesn't get this luck. Usually not. Make her recharge time. Photographer is a guy. Who's her? Who's the her? You mean portals? You mean priestess portals? If I were completely honest with you, I wouldn't do anything with the recharge time. Because at the end of the day, you're still gonna end up with a world portal problem. End of game. You're still gonna end up with people late game stacking up 3 portals. I actually don't know if rescuing this is a good idea, but I guess we will. We will. No, it's not a good idea though, because the other ciphers are 2. I mean, I don't know. Maybe he has enough. Maybe he does have enough magnets to kite out here. I don't trust this guy. I don't know. As I was saying, you guys probably didn't get to see because again, black screen right as that thing happened, but he used a magnet and then it canceled the attack recovery. So it was a huge mistake rescuing him because now Sculptor has full presence. So it was a bad idea rescuing. This is why I was reluctant to rescue him. Because he didn't do a good kite. We don't have enough ciphers. And now Sculptor's probably going to be able to kill us before we pop the last 3 ciphers with her full presence. There's just no way to dodge that full presence. As long as she puts it close enough to you, it still gets damaged. Then Nerf with this full presence really doesn't do anything. Plus, on top of that, since I rescued, now I'm actually a very serious target for dying right now. Holy crap, this black screen problem is so bad today, though. It's never been this bad. That's really good. And they're still committing to the rescues, too. They're just adding more damage so that she can later kill them easier with full presence. So then they're more likely to die by their ciphers and more immediately, closely to their ciphers. This is the problem with rescuing against Sculptor. You rescue, you take damage, she'll get the full presence. When she comes after you again, you'll try to run away from your cipher. But two problems with that. First of all, you have half health, so you're not going to be able to take as many full presence. First of all, you rescue, so you gave her full presence to be able to kill you faster now. Second of all, she damaged you, so not only will she be able to kill you faster, she'll be able to kill you even faster because you have half health now instead of full health because you chose to rescue. And because you have half health now instead of full health, you're almost for sure, not for sure, but you're more likely to die by the cipher. Miraculously enough, we almost popped the last cipher. Miraculously enough, we almost popped the last cipher anyway, though. I don't know what happened at the end there. I wasn't focusing. Maybe they seriously helped him out. I don't know, guys. That's just usually what happens. Like, in tournaments, I really hate... This is another reason why I would like to see Sculptor nerf. Is because her and Dreamwitch together really take away teamwork from the game. ironically enough, instead of using your skills to know how to rescue against Sculptor or Dream Witch, the best place to actually not rescue at all, therefore making the game less skillful. But it's the correct play, because if you rescue, they're gonna get hit immediately, you're gonna get hit. They'll get full presence, so they'll be able to kill everyone faster. So you're actually hurting your team by rescuing, by helping your team. Does that make any sense? It doesn't. That's why it shouldn't be like that. That's stupid. That's another reason why Sculptor full presence, Sculptor in general, nerf her early game, then she won't be able to reach full presence. That's how every hunter in this game works. And then that way buff another hunter, nerf the according survivors that were broken as well. I'm not saying don't nerf the good survivors. Do nerf the good survivors once you nerf the good hunters, or vice versa. If you nerf the good survivors, nerf the good hunters. 1, 2, 3. Dream Witch again. Like, you can try to help as much as you want, but it's not really gonna matter. In the end, it's not gonna matter. You all just in the end, someone's gonna die. You all just in the end, once there's 3 people left, you all, every time someone gets leech, you just grab a leech remover, go in the corner, remove your leech yourself. You don't even work together with your team. Because if you do, someone's gonna get blinked. Usually the person trying to remove it. Whoever doesn't own the leech is gonna get hit. And then she'll still have the leech up. And so she's actually getting extra value from you trying to work together to remove your leech. It's so stupid. That's the problem. That's the problem with these two hunters. At least Wheel, it really is more team related. When you work together against Wheel, you really feel it against Wheel. Like harassment, support, Priestess portals when the hunter is out of Wheel, or like even when the hunter is in Wheel, staying by the Priestess portals. Like for example, on Chinatown, instead of going through the portals when the hunters in Wheel form or on Ever Sleeping, wait until they change forms, then go through the portal. So then they still get stuck. You know, stuff like that. Which again, you need to be like a good player. Not many good players are in the game. There aren't many good players who would know to do that. So they just go through and they just give the Wheel extra value by going through the portal with a Wheel. Man. But yeah, a lot of people say you can't nerf Wheel because not a win hunter. It is still one of the best hunters in the game. And I feel like if one of the best hunters in the game has been this good for this long, it's time we have them step down and just have another hunter replace them. That's the thing. That's how the game should be. That's how you keep the player base interested. It's like a lot of people tell me you can't nerf Wheel because Wheel is not a win hunter. That's true. Wheel does have a lot of counters, but where the problem arises is it's repetitive. It's boring. You always have to play the best survivors, and you're never allowed to play fun survivors because Wheel exists, because Dream Witch exists, because Blood Queen exists, because all these survivors, hunters that you can't really kite, because they either spam traits, they put an ability that you just don't have a good ability to counter because you picked a bad survivor, or at least a fun survivor. Usually fun survivors don't have counterable abilities. But this is where I'm trying to go with it, you know? When you're nerfing a hunter, you're not just nerfing it because maybe because they deserve it. Maybe you just want to change the meta. Maybe you're just tired of the meta. That's what I would do as a game dev, you know. It's not like a win hunter. I was thinking someone is probably doing this. It's a Dream Witch. Postman's gonna get chased though. Yeah. There are counters to Wheel. Problem is you have to pick those counters to be Wheel. And it takes away from the fun of the game. So. Plus, you want to change the meta to keep your player base interested. There's so many reasons. I have Wheel mates tell me all the time, why are you gonna nerf Wheel? Wheel's not a win. If you understand game balancing, you would understand why we're nerfing Wheel. Not because like it's the most broken hunter ever to exist in the game. He used to be the most broken hunter in the game to exist, not anymore. But still very, very good. Why not have other hunters who are also good? You know? Keep Clerk the way it is. I wouldn't say nerf Clerk. I know a lot of people are like, oh, Clerk is getting more and more popular. And I know I say Clerk is not like super amazing. Blood Queen is also not super amazing, mind you. But I still say Blood Queen needs a rework because she's been good for so long and she gets rid of the fun survivors that you can't play because you just died too much. So there's two problems with that. So not a broken hunter, kind of like Wheel, but still deserves a rework. Not a nerf, because there's no way you can nerf the mirror without it still being able to get a one-shot on people. You have to rework her ability completely. Instead of making her a one-hit hunter every 20 seconds, make her more skill-oriented, you know? I know the mirror takes skill. I'm just talking about, like, once you master the mirror, you should be able to, at that point, you're always guaranteed to hit. You need a survivor that can counter that. But yeah, keep Clerk for now. Give Clerk a few more months. Then I'll say, okay, Clerk's kind of getting old. You can nerf Clerk. So and that's how game balancing works. You keep something good around until it gets stale. Then you nerf it, even if it's not super OP. There is some exceptions. Like I would keep Bonbon around. I would keep some other A tier hunters around, like Nyan. Like I wouldn't nerf those. It's just like the super problematic hunters that like start forcing you to pick very specific survivors. I don't think Clerk forces you to pick very specific survivors. I don't think so. I don't know. I haven't had enough plays this time. Honestly, if you pick Mind's Eye, obviously not. But it's not as survivor specific. You could still work together with your teammates. You still kind of need some good teammates, but I feel like you're gonna need some good survivors on every survivor team, right? To be any hunter. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys agree with me, like what I'm saying? Like even if a hunter's not like super broken, just to change the meta. 48%. How's our Cypher progress? Okay, you know what? No, I'm pretty sure we popped that Cypher in the corner. We just don't have a Cypher. We just hadn't had a chance to work on a Cypher for so long. Wait, Mercenary got chaired. Oh, not the Postman. Mercenary got chaired. So now Postman's gonna go back to that Cypher. It's only 10% granted. Oh no, and you got Patroller too. Oh shoot. Here comes the trade spam. Still got the rescue up though. Even if Mercenary took a hit there, we would probably still have the win here, because Mercenary's gonna have that 15 seconds. That's the good. Now this Dream Witch needs to like go find the Postman at this point, and I think he's doing that. Postman should ping here if Hunter's near them. Yep, that's a fact. We need to immediately start doing another Cypher. Prospector and Mercenary will work together to remove their leeches. Maybe at best Prospector heals up, but I don't think Mercenary should heal up. Mercenary can anyway do the rescue. Prospector should probably heal up to help with support, just because not only can he support, he can. Oh, okay, they actually have a Cypher? I thought they would be working together. That's what they should be doing. I'm already on a Cypher. They should be working together so that Mercenary has less problems. There we go. I hope Mercenary didn't go to me, actually. Okay, good. He actually knows. Mercenary is smart. He knows he needs help. To help out with this. Okay, no, but he's doing it too late. You need to do it sooner. You gotta do it sooner. You gotta do it sooner. Because now I have to do this rescue. He's anyway not gonna be able to make it. We're also not gonna be able to finish the cycle. Yeah. No, Prospect. Oh, now I kind of regret telling Prospect to do that. Not do that Cypher again. So we need it. We need that Cypher now. No, you went down. Why did he go for that? Wait, I'm just realizing now. Why did he go for that? I don't know what he's doing. It's Prospector, man. That Cypher's not prime. Guys, that Cypher's not prime. I would have said it was prime. We're gonna just have to pop him now. I didn't get Leech. Who got Leech? It looks like the Mercenary. Or is that Postman's Leech? Oh shoot, I didn't pay attention. Oh okay, actually Postman got hit with his leech. Okay, so that must be who got leeched. Okay, so that must have been. Mercer's gonna have problems. I don't know if he deleached himself or like what happened. They really should have deleached each other, taken that time. That was their chance. Fortunately, Kloud died because of that. He took a hit. That's actually not fine. That is not fine to take that hit there because she has teleport. In fact, you guys, I actually couldn't hear it. I heard the very end of it. Capture card disappeared. But I heard the very end of it. A teleport happened. I'm not saying don't buff anyone. I'm saying this game right now does need more nerfs than buffs. Because right now we have a problem where there's a lot of good survivors and hunters, but there's just a select few that are just way better than the rest. Right, just a select few hunters are way better than the other hunters. Select few survivors are way better than the other survivors. So there's literally... You combine those two together and you get a meta where survivors don't know if the hunter is picking the best the hunter. So they just have to pick the best survivor. That Mercenary should not have taken his own leech hit because he knows that Dream just teleport. I actually can't help him because she's gonna go back to this game. I mean, maybe I should help him. I'm just gonna get blinked on. Or at least we got a hit out. So that's gonna stall her a little bit. Mercenary, a dungeon is not an option, even if dungeon was there. For this is Prospector's first time on chair. There's almost for sure a main leech there. Why is he going for this rescue though? You don't have tide turn. You guys are both gonna die. This is not a smart mercenary. They're both dead now. They're both dead. Why would he just not go for the gate? There's almost for sure he even can't make this. Even if there wasn't a leech there, he still can't make it. That leech doesn't even have to be there for him to not make it. Okay, yeah, there are so many reasons why that plan is so bad. There are so many reasons. You weren't close enough to gate. There's anyway a second leech there. They anyway have teleport. Oh my god. Okay. Maybe by some miracle we'll pull something out, but there's one leech just sitting here. This is the Mercenary's leech. Dreamer is a very good hunter. This is a very good hunter. This is one of the best hunters in the server right here. Dreamer. Not Dream. Dreamer. So you really can't mess around. You can't be making plays like that. I mean, maybe you didn't know. Maybe if you watched the stream, now you know. Now you know, but really, we shouldn't have lost that game. That's a tie match. That's a tie match. Mercenary's not calling out. Dreamer wouldn't let that happen. Oh, we really should have tied that match. There was so many reasons. There's so many reasons. He was actually going for the gate, but then he started going for the rescue. I was saying like, oh, there's a leech at gate. He's not gonna be able to make it out. But he started going for the rescue. I'm like thinking, why is he going for the rescue? Oh, because the tension ran out. If the tension ran out, why is he just not going for the gate? I was like, oh, that makes sense. He's going for the rescue because there's no tension. I'm like, wait a minute. If there's no tension, you can just leave. So. Alright. 3-3-3. Mind you, that was the first possible. Was that the same guy who, like, he was saying help me last match and he, like, made a big boo-boo bang? I mean, Prospect can't do much against streamers, to be fair, but it's not. I wouldn't say that was. I mean, I don't know. I didn't watch Prospect, but at the end there, that was really just Mercenary just had a leave. Just Mercenary could have closed that game out. We could have had a tie. No matter how bad the Prospector played there, no matter how bad he played, to have that happen, to him be on chair, Mercenary can still close out the tie. But we didn't have that happen. 250 clues, nice. All this is cool stuff. Yeah. Alright guys, if you guys enjoyed the stream, be sure to check out more. I'll be streaming Monday again, as usual. I always stream Mondays and Thursdays. For those that do not know, I stream Mondays and Thursdays. I have people ask me, Psyche, are you streaming today? Please don't tell me you're streaming. Stream Monday and Thursday for the past 3 years. Okay, anyway, I know no one checks the description, so no one knows. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I will see you all later. Sorry I was a little bit late today. Kloud was a little bit late. I was eating dinner as well. So I'm like, no need to rush in that case. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much, Oscar, Bunny Jelly Quinn, Jay Smith. The fact he reset recovery was my soul who means Prospector. I know, but that tie turner, you know, I mean, maybe he would have lived. He wouldn't have lived. I rescued him in the middle of nowhere. Maybe he could have, instead of circling that container. I don't know. Thank you guys so much for watching the stream. I will see you all later. Take care. This has been Psyche. See ya. Oh, you Prospector mates getting hurt.